Rich, H-O-W-E-S. I found that reference several times now. I wasn't sure whether his name was Housen or House, but I found several references now that refers to a house, H-O-W-E-S, Rich. And last year in Springfield, I found in the Abraham Lincoln Library there a book for some cemeteries in South County and over Streeters. I was just thumbing down through there, and I ran across a house Rich who was supposed to be buried in the Barnhart Cemetery over in Streeter. So last year after the reunion, Margaret and I, we went home that way. We went over to Streeter, we went to the Bobby Cemetery, and started looking around. We didn't find a tombstone for House Rich. But there was two big piles of tombstones that were broken off. We just threw them on the pile there. So I don't know. I couldn't find them, so I still can't say for sure. But somebody had went through there in 1986 and wrote down, created this book where it's register of all the tombstones in there. So I'm assuming they were probably right. So anyway, looking around, going up that way, I did find another tombstone there that had Mary Rich Funk on it. So I took a picture of it just for records, and I got back home and I started reviewing my census. And I had found on my census a Mary Rich was living with a man by the name of Francis Funk and his family, and she was listed as a servant. This was in 1870. Howard Rich had died in 1865. And I knew that Howard had probably died in between 65 and 70 because he showed up on the 1860 census and she showed up on the 1870 census, still having the one son, their youngest son William, living with her yet, and they were living with this Francis Funk. But then I found in the state archives and records where a Francis Funk married Mary Rich in 1871, a year after the census. So now my next step was to try to see if I could find more information about Mrs. Funk. So in Springfield there at the library, you can research old newspapers. Well, off her tombstone, it said she died in 1905. So okay, I get the Streeter paper and I searched through every paper for 1905. And to make a long story short, I started at the wrong place. I started looking at July, went to the end of the year, went back in January. Well, it was in the paper dated June 29th. The very last one I looked at, after about 12 hours of searching, I found there, Mrs. Funk died. I got a copy of that here. I read through that and the list her children, which were Charles Rich, Mary Rich, who had married John Funk, and then they had a son, William, and then of course son George, which is our great-great-grandfather. And it listed a Abigail Rich with the last name of O-N-G. So now I had to be searching some more, and I found in 1840 census. In those days, they only listed the head of household, and it was a house Rich, and it listed a son, two daughters, and of course the mother. And it gave in those census, they give the ranges. They were 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15. Well, there was a girl that was between the 5 and 10. Well, Abigail was born in 1834. That's what I found from the census. So anyway, I'm assuming Howes was married once before, had 3 children. I don't know what happened to the first wife and the other 2 children. But the lady he married, Margaret, who was married with our great-great-grandmother, was born in Camden, New Jersey. He was at that time living in Philadelphia, so they're right across the river from each other. So you put the 2 together if you want. Now they moved out here in 18 1849 because the oldest son, Charles, was listed as born in Pennsylvania. Mary, which was the next child, was born in Magnolia, Putnam County. So was Grandpa George, brother William. I had in some notes I got from Uncle Harvey one time, maybe 20, 30 years ago, I listed a place called North Loop, Nebraska. Well, when I found this obituary for Mrs. Mary Funk, it listed her two children, Charles and William, living in North Loop, Nebraska. So I've done some more searching there. I found now census that has all their children's names. And I don't know how they got out there, why they went there, but I think I got a suspicion. In looking up and finding information about John Funk, who had married their sister, Mary. Well, John Funk, I got his obituary, information about him. He was a very well-to-do person in Streator. He was involved in 2 or 3 different companies, and I think apparently had a little bit of money. Anyway, in the record book, I think it was the History of the South County in 1886, it talks about him. He owned at that time, 1886, owned 1,000 acres in Valley County, North Loop, Nebraska. So I'm assuming he bought the land and Charles and William went out there to farm it. That's my assumption from that information.
They were giving away land.
Well, it was cheaper, yeah. Well, that was Margaret. That was Margaret. That was Grandpa George's wife. She was.
I never heard that ever mentioned.
George. No, he died in. I got it.
On TV, on the 10 o'clock news.
There you go.
He's always coming. So cute.
Margaret, she was born during the time of English. Over here at 16, really like 17 when she married George. She was married. I found that in Iowa. He got married this second.
Last time we checked, she was only young. At that time, it was only, or he was only 7.
Well,
I'm guessing James probably only 19. Yeah, I mean, she probably
Let's go over here.
Now at Heather. Now at Brett.
Over here, Chief. All right.
Okay. You have to look at here. I don't know if this works. I don't know anything about it, but what about your family? All of our family.
I'll take pictures if you want.
Okay. There won't be very many. David and Drew. Leanne. Huh? Whatever, Kenny. Yeah, remember me?
The sun came out. Gonna take a picture?
Yeah, I want you to take one of mine of them. One of them to get. You can zoom in with this,
Yeah.
and this you got to hold down a while because it's got a thing to take out the red eye and all that stuff.
Wow. Do you need flash in this sun?
No, it flashes no matter what.
Oh, really? Okay.
That way you never miss.
Oh,
It's an idiot-proof camera, in other words.
there you go.
All right, what are you looking for?
Hello.
This December. Oh, I know.
Oh boy. Oh boy. What? Where's the screen at? No.
You sit with Leanne. That way we got 3 and 3.
Oh, look at this direction. Look at say cheese. Cheese. Let's put the glasses on.
That's got a whole lot of cameras.
3, 2, 1.
Lieutenant Dan.
Wait.
Wait, oh, you got that one.
One more.
Oh my God!
Three, two, one. Hey, let's go.
Parker, give me a minute.
Thank you.
No problem. There's yours on top. Thank you, sir. I'm videotaping this too.
Did you get all the remarks too?
Yeah, probably.
I haven't seen it. I'll have to see it.
I hope I don't run out of tape.
Somebody wants to take a picture with us with this camera too?
Hey, you're in this one, Steve.
Hey, Stevie, you off and you're in there.
Stevie, get in there. No, you can't take from that side.
Got us all in there?
Mother, get out of the picture.
Are you ready?
All right, look at the camera. Well, I know.
Look up here and say cheese. Smile.
So Larry. Okay. I'm like, I know I can't see it. You just noticed it? Yeah. All right.
Ready? I'm taking one more.
Okay.
Parker, put your hat back up.
Did you get a picture with our
Oh, no, I didn't. Let me get one with this one.
Yes, I did. That was the first one I
Yeah, but were we looking?
Want me to take an extra one in case?
Yeah, you might as well.
Do I have to advance? It's all automatic, isn't
No,
it?
he's